Hey, it's Jennifer from Quilting, Stitching, and Kitties. Do you need a new Halloween quilt? Do you want something that you can use with pre-cuts or scraps or yardage? I've got the cutest quilt for you today. I started out where I was going to make 12 blocks. I'm now up to 36. I think you're going to really like it. So let's get going. Here's the block. It finishes at 5 wide by 6.5 inches tall. And they're all houses. So we're going to make a village. And it's so cute. So here we go. The bottom part is the house. You can have these two and this coordinate, or you can just have the two sides of the house coordinate, whichever way you prefer. I wanted those three parts. This is the door, and then here's the roof. And I've got all the measurements for you. So this is charm pack friendly because the roof is cut from a 5-inch square in half. The corners right here of the background, they're cut from a 4-inch square. These are 2 1/4 by 4 1/2, 2 by 2 1/4, and 2 by 2 3/4. So everything can be cut from a charm pack. A layered cake would work really well too if you wanted a lot of variety. So the house part is simple. You sew these two pieces together. I just pressed towards the door. I don't know why, I just decided to do that. Then you add the two sides on and the house is finished. The roof's a little bit trickier. When we cut the 4-inch square in half, we're going to have 2 oversized triangles. That's okay because we're going to trim. So the first triangle, you line up the longest side and then you flip it down and you make sure that it lines up just like this, and then you stitch along the edge. So very easy sewing. You don't have to worry about where all those little pieces go together. Then when you flip that over, it's going to have this little point right here. We'll just trim it off. So just go the same line as the edge of the triangle and trim it off. Then you're going to add your next side. Same exact procedure. And do your stitching, and then it looks like this. Now this is very oversized. Here's 5.5 inches wide, and it's only going to be 3 inches high. So we've got plenty to trim. So the first thing that you're going to trim is on this piece. You're going to trim off at 1/4 inch seam allowance. So you need a straight line going across, leaving 1/4 inch. Once you do that, then from that center point, measure off, so it'll be 5.5. If you've got a 5.5 inch ruler, it's great because they have a center mark, but it's 2 3/4 from each edge. So once you do that and trim it down to 5.5 inches, then all you have left to do is shorten it up. So from this edge, measure 3 inches and trim it off. So you're going to have lots of little pieces of trimming going on. But when you finish, it looks like this. Notice how nice the triangle corners come down, and then it'll be stitched. Let's see if I can get it to stay up there. Not quite, but it'll be stitched to the top of your house. And what I did is I made all my houses and all my roofs completely different. So I'm in the process right now of finishing all the roofs. I've done all the houses, but I'm putting different roofs on different houses, and I've got it laid out. I'm going to show you a quick look, and hopefully I will have it all done for my video on Friday. But this is called Spooky Village, and I think it is probably one of the cutest quilts I've ever made. So hang on and let me show you where I am right now. So here's my village right now. The only house that's completed is this one, the one that I already showed you. But I'm in the process of making sure I've got all the roofs in the right place. I'm really like to get a couple more pieces of fabric, but quilt shops are closed on Monday here. So maybe tomorrow morning I'll run over there and get a couple pieces. So I'm going to end up with 6 across by 6 down. I would make more. I would make this as big as I could, but I have limited wall space and limited time. So I think I'm going to have to stop at this. But I absolutely love this. Spooky Village. I love it. And I'm thinking now, you know, a Christmas village would be really cool too. Use up a whole bunch of those Christmas scraps. So hopefully by Friday, I will have it put together, the borders on, and I'll be able to show you the finished project. See you soon. Take care. I thought I'd show you last year's Halloween quilt. I still love it. No, it's not quilted yet, but I'll hang it anyway, maybe by next year. So I will put a link in the description for that quilt in case you're interested. Spooky Village has arrived. And I am so pleased and had so much fun. So I'm going to tell you all about Spooky Village HOA, Homeowners Association. They have what are called the CC&Rs, and those are rules and regulations about what you can and cannot have. So one of the things that you cannot have is you cannot have your house similar or repeated elements to the house next door. So everything in this area like this has to be different. Well, some people were not very happy about that, but everybody decided, you know what? It is sort of fun to have a very unique house. However, these two down here that both put in green doors, they're going to get fined, or somebody's going to have to change their door color. And somebody had an old copy of the rules and regulations because purple's no longer allowed in roof colors. So they're thinking a magical contractor might be able to change one of the roofs really easily, and they'd split the cost. And one more thing, during construction, I had to call in the roofing contractor. She was really good and fixed the roof right away because it was too small. But that was all taken care of. So it finished up at 35 by 44 inches. I added 2¼ inch outer border because it just seemed like the right width. And since everything else was different, I thought I'd make it different. The blocks, remember, finished at 5 by 6½ inches. So I'm definitely thinking that next year there may be a spooky village too, because this was so fun. I told you earlier, I started at 12 blocks. I ended up at 36. And if I'd had more time, I would have done more. It's just so creative and so fun putting these together. And I'm definitely thinking that a Christmas quilt is coming this way. So if you have any questions about this, please let me know. I hope you enjoyed the holidays. I will, of course, see you again real soon. And I'm going to go ahead and move the camera and give you some close-up shots because some of these houses are just adorable. So hang on. I'm going to go nice and slow so that I don't make anybody dizzy, and I won't close up the whole quilt. But I thought you might enjoy seeing some of these different blocks. I didn't count how many different fabrics that I had, but believe me, there was a lot. See you later.